On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon to the 40 and no further. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right. Hurry up. Three down. Who got 17?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, left. White.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And able to find Green. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just got that play off. Now Rivers going underneath for Gordon. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 38 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Whoa! Let's go, let's go. Big. Like I said.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Allen, the intended receiver.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Hey, hurry up! Keep it skinny. 0.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Stay there. Stay there. Ready. Delta. 5-4.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Here you go, man.
We'll come back to Southern California after this. Rivers on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, go orange.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Keep it skinny. Buffalo wall. White. Alpha. Stay hot.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Set. Black 30. Focus, focus. Let's go. 8. Snickers, 66. Snickers, you got to spin. White side.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And Boswell's kick is good. That's it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Let's go. 8.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And got his man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rogers, 73 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Four down. Black, it's on.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's Desmond King on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rivers to throw it. Left side, Williams. Give him 30 yards there. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Hey! Let's go!
Second down, Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set, run 80. Yeah, Rocky.
From the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Focus, focus. Hey, slow down, slow down. Hurry up, let's go.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Set, block the team.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the... And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on 3rd down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Let's go!
They'll go again with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the interception here, Rivers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there. Sack now here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rivers now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're going to get this this one all the way out across the 45. And give him a gain of 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
0.
First down, Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Rivers again. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Hey, go orange. Orange. White. This. White, not green.
Rivers to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Here's Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Staying on his feet. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about How much pressure is in the face of a guy? And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't